The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Lisa Chen stood before the assembled representatives of 47 star nations. Her hands trembled, not with fear but with barely contained rage. Beside her, Commander Max Rivera's jaw was set like stone, his eyes scanning the alien delegates who had, just moments ago, voted unanimously to maintain Earth's status as a resource world. Resource world. The euphemism made Lisa's stomach turn. They meant slave world. "You have made your position clear," Lisa said, her voice cutting through the vast chamber like a blade. "Every single one of you has voted to continue harvesting humans for labor across your empires. Every single one." The Vraxian delegate, a towering insectoid creature with compound eyes that glittered like oil slicks, chittered dismissively. "Your species should feel honored, human. You possess remarkable endurance and adaptability. The Council has decided your people serve the galaxy best through directed labor allocation." "Slavery," Max said flatly. "Call it what it is." The Jatari representative, a being of crystalline geometries that refracted light in hypnotic patterns, pulsed with what their translators rendered as condescension. "Such primitive terminology. You lack the philosophical framework to understand your role in galactic civilization." Lisa's smile was cold enough to freeze plasma. "Oh, we understand perfectly. And we asked for this meeting to deliver Earth's response." She pulled a small device from her pocket, a human data chip, primitive by galactic standards but sufficient for her purposes. She inserted it into the chamber's central console. Holographic displays erupted around the room, showing star charts marked with human symbols. "3 months ago you ignored our petition for sovereignty," Lisa continued. 2 months ago you dismissed our economic proposals for fair trade. 1 month ago, you sent fleets to harvest another 10 million humans from our colonies. The displays shifted, showing vessels, human vessels, but unlike anything the Council had seen before. They were crude, angular, built with human stubbornness rather than elegant alien engineering, but there were thousands of them. "What is the meaning of this display?" demanded the Corthian ambassador, their tentacles writhing in what might have been concern. Max stepped forward. "While you debated our future, we prepared our response. Humanity has one particular talent you've overlooked in your 5 centuries of enslaving us. We're very, very good at being angry." The displays changed again, planets, council worlds burning, not from orbital bombardment but from something worse. The infrastructure was intact, but every alien on the surface was simply gone. "These images are falsified," the Vraxian hissed. "Propagandist theatrics." "They're 6 hours old," Lisa replied. "We hit 47 worlds simultaneously. 1 for each council member. Your homeworlds are untouched. We're not monsters. But your major colonies, your industrial centers, your military academies—" She paused, letting the weight settle. "Gone." The chamber erupted in chaos. Delegates shouted in a dozen languages, translators struggling to keep pace. The Vraxian lunged toward Lisa, only to freeze as Max's hand moved to his sidearm. A human weapon, crude but devastatingly effective at close range. "How?" The crystalline Jatari's voice cut through the noise, genuine fear modulating their harmonic tones. "Your species lacks the technology for such coordinated strikes. Our defensive networks are impenetrable." Lisa's expression didn't change. "Your networks are designed to detect threats that follow your rules. Use your physics, think like you do. Humans don't follow rules. We break them." She brought up another display showing the weapon they'd used. Not energy beams or antimatter bombs, but something far more human. Biological warfare, but not as the aliens understood it. Humans had studied every species in the Council, understood their biology, their weaknesses. Then they'd engineered pathogens that were species-specific, undetectable until release, and absolutely lethal. "We grew them in laboratories you never bothered to inspect because you thought we were too primitive," Max added. "We delivered them through your own supply chains, your trade routes, your logistics networks. You never suspected the cargo handlers, the janitors, the servants, the slaves might be working together." The Corthian delegate's voice was barely a whisper. "You killed billions." "We freed billions," Lisa corrected sharply. "Those worlds? We evacuated every human slave first, quietly, over months. Then we gave you a taste of what you've given us for 500 years. She advanced toward the center of the chamber, and despite themselves, the alien delegates retreated. This human, small and frail by galactic standards, suddenly seemed to fill the room. "Here's Earth's new position," Lisa declared. Every human in every slave camp, every labor colony, every resource allocation center across the galaxy will be freed within 30 days. You will pay reparations, not credits, but technology, resources, and territorial concessions. You will sign treaties recognizing human sovereignty and granting us council membership with full voting rights. Preposterous, the Vraxian screeched. We outnumber you 1,000 to 1. Our fleets are vulnerable, Max interrupted. We've proven we can strike anywhere, anytime. And unlike you, we're willing to do whatever it takes. Humans have been the underdogs for our entire history. We've fought wars against impossible odds and won. We've survived extinction events, rebuilt from ashes, and clawed our way to the stars despite every obstacle. Lisa pulled up one final image. Earth, blue and beautiful, surrounded by a growing fleet of human warships. Not elegant or sophisticated, but numerous and crewed by people who had nothing left to lose and everything to fight for. You made one critical error, Lisa said softly, her voice carrying to every corner of the chamber. You united humanity against you. Every nation, every culture, every human who ever lived under your chains now has one purpose: ensure it never happens again. We didn't want this war, but you've taught us that the galaxy respects only strength. She turned to leave, Max falling in beside her. At the chamber doors, she paused and looked back at the stunned council. You have 30 days. Free our people or we'll free them ourselves. And we won't stop at 47 worlds next time. Her smile was terrible to behold. We'll burn your empires to ash and build something better from the ruins. That's not a threat, it's a promise. The doors sealed behind them, leaving the Galactic Council in chaos. Outside, Lisa finally let her composure crack, leaning against the wall as the weight of what they'd done settled on her shoulders. Think they'll agree? Max asked quietly. Lisa looked at him, exhausted but determined. They don't have a choice. Humanity just proved we're not prey anymore. We're predators, and we're done asking for permission to be free. Somewhere across the galaxy, liberation fleets were already moving, crewed by former slaves who'd finally been given the tools to save themselves. Earth had responded to 5 centuries of oppression with a fury that would echo through history. A reminder that some species should never be caged, because when they break free, they bring the whole damn prison down with them. The age of human slavery was over. The age of humanity had begun.